with Kandia Haynesworth Designs. Thank you so much for joining in today. We are up to embroidery report card number 13, and just so Sandy is the subject of embroidery report card number 13. However, before we jump into her grade, I want to explain the overall process and what I am looking for. So here's how this works. So if you direct your attention to the blank card on the left part of the screen, you will see what we start off with, and then in the center of the screen I gave an explanation of what I am looking for during this evaluation that the embroidery designer or the embroidery digitizer obtain their grade. And so the embroidery report card was going to have the date, the report number, is going to have who is the name of the embroidery digitizer or the company, the evaluator, which is going to be me at this point, and then the website. All right, so the website is going to tell you where I got this embroidery design from. A lot of the times embroidery digitizers, they sell their designs, not share, they sell their designs on other avenues other than their website, like eBay, Etsy, and so forth. In this case, I got this embroidery design through Facebook group Just So Sandy. It was offered free of charge. One day I just happened to pop in and she was offering this design as a free download, and I thought, you know what, this would be a golden opportunity to use it, being that I have an order to work on. I can test the design out, I can show you guys, and we can give Just So Sandy a grade. I'm not sure if the group is a public or private or closed group. You would just have to log on to facebook.com and check it out. I think you might have to apply. I'm not really sure how, I got into the group, if I applied or if someone added me. Not sure, but I know that I was there and I got a free design. I wanted to go over how embroidery report cards are developed, how the grades are generated, because some people have mixed feelings on this. Some people think that, you know what, shame on you, Kandia, you shouldn't be doing this. How dare you expose people for being, having poor customer service or being unfair or having horrible designs. And then some people think that it's the best thing next to chocolate cake. They think that, it's good. I'm saving them time. I'm saving them money. I'm saving them a headache. And so, like I said, we have mixed feelings on this. But overall, this was a free design. And so I'm not really losing anything here other than time. I did not pay for this design. I just want to say that again. And so I just want to show you how embroidery report card grades are developed. So here's what I'm looking for. If you look in the column that says based on, this is going to be the grade, what grades are based on these following areas. Okay, so I am looking for the ease of locating the designs in the files. Sometimes the designs are not organized and they are all over the place, and that could be very time consuming. Then I am looking for the access to uploading the embroidery designs. Some companies allow you unlimited access, whereas some companies allow you only a limited access. And so I'm looking for that. And then I'm also looking for the embroidery process, especially the instructions, especially when it's a situation where it's not a regular embroidery design. In this case, this is an embroidery quilted stippling design. And so in the instructions, I would be looking for information on exactly what an embroidery quilted stippling design is, because for the most part, people may not even know what that is. However, if instructions is not stating how to use this design or how to apply this design, I'm not going to be too harsh on Just So Sandy, and I'll tell you why. For the most part, she posted this design as a free download, okay, and I could have easily just passed it on. I was the one who decided to download this design and test it out. I was the one who decided to invest my time, not money, but time. And so this was my choice. And so if the design is not perfect, I'm not going to grade her harshly on it, because this was something that she posted and I was the one who took the initiative to go and get it. And so in the event that the instructions is not there, you won't see me give Just So Sandy a harsher grade as I have probably done so in the past towards others. Going to look at the stitch out results. All right, so overall we're looking at the workmanship, the craftsmanship, and so forth. Now this can be tricky, because stitch out results can also be determined based on your needle, based on the thread quality that you use, that have nothing to do with the embroidery company or the embroidery design at all. However, we will be paying attention to the stitch out results because I happen to use good needles and I happen to use good thread. All right, and then we are going to be looking at the embroidery labor time, how long it takes to stitch out this design, as well as my opinion and as well as the client's opinion. And as you can see, the grades are listed in the center of the card, and the comments. The comments are most important because the comments is going to give you more details to help you understand the reasons for the grades, okay? And then the final grade. After they have the final grade, you want to look at the comments to learn how the final grade was obtained. And then if you look below, you will see the grade and scale for if A, they were excellent, B, they were okay, C, needs improvement, or D, not recommended at this time. No embroidery digitizer or website will ever obtain an F because I do give a grade for effort. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I have downloaded the embroidery design and it is in an area in my computer called downloads where there are other things that need to be filed, okay? And so here it is, and as you can see, it comes in a compressed zipped folder. All right, so that means that we have to open it. So if we open it, we are in another file that says stippling blank multi-sizes. So I want to point out at this time that I've been referring to it as a quilted stippling design, and it's actually not called quilted stippling design. It's just stippling blanks, and she have it listed as multi-sizes. I just wanted, just get that straight, just in case you go over to Just So Sandy's Facebook group and you're looking for something with quilted. No, that's just in my head. That's what I think it probably should have been called, only because that's what I use it for, quilting, but it's actually not that. One of the things I got to tell you thus far is this is a good sign. All right, the fact that she have this folder listed as multi-sizes, all right, and when I opened the compressed zip folder, I didn't have everything spewing at me. This is a good sign. So when we click on here, let's see how she have it set up. Oh, this is another good sign. The fact that she have it separated according to sizes. I am getting excited, Sandy. You got me getting excited over here because this is an example of how files should be organized, okay? And so even at this point, if I click on, the 4x4, the 10x6, and all of the formats are combined together, so what? I am in the file I need to be in according to the size that I am looking for. And this is how it should be done. And so my hoop size is going to be a 9x14. So I am going to click on the stipple that is a 14x8. And yes, all of the formats are combined, but so what? I am looking for a PES file, and guess what? It is very easy to find it. So regardless to what format you are looking for, the fact that she took the time to organize it according to size is how it should be done. I am super excited to give her an A, especially at the fact that this is a free design and I don't have to give her a pass. So far, Just So Sandy gets a thumbs up based on that. Now, I want to say that I am using this stippling design. I want to show you how this should be done. I'm using this stippling design to go over another embroidery design that doesn't have any kind of quilting or stippling whatsoever. So now what I'm going to look for is the instructions, because suppose I was a new person who didn't know anything about stippling, but I just downloaded it because it was a free design. I wouldn't know what to do. So I'm going to look in the setup information. I'm also going to look in the JPEG, which is going to be up here, the JPEG information and the setup information. And I'm hoping to find some instructions. So let's see if they are there. So first we're going to click on the setup information. I don't know what that is, so I'm just going to open that up. And that's some kind of coding or something. I don't know what that is. It seems that all of the embroidery designs are having that, but I'm not sure what that is. And then I'm going to click on the JPEG and let's see what we have here. Okay, so this is going to show you what the design is going to look like. All right, and so that's it. You just upload it and that's it. All right, and so You know, I guess this is pretty much straightforward, but I must tell you, Sandy, that you can't assume that people know what to do with your file, okay? And so I'm going to look around and see if you have instructions, but it doesn't look like there are instructions here. And I just want to say that you can't assume that people know what to do because there are so many newbies. If I can just show you how many new embroidery business owners contact me on a daily basis, you would be very, very shocked. But everybody is not seasoned. And so if I am a new embroidery business owner or a hobbyist or just new into the embroidery industry and I opened up this file and I don't know about sewing and quilting, I would be lost. I would not know what to do with this. And so I just find that embroidery digitizers have to do a better job at that. And so we're going to click off because we don't see the instructions here. I'm going to actually go back just to see if maybe they are someplace else, and I don't think so because all of the files are probably set up exactly the same way, and it looks like that they would be. With the, well, this is something different. Let's see what this is. It says with satin outline. All right, so I don't know what that is. Okay, so I'm going to click on this just to see what that picture looks like. Oh, I can tell you what that is. Again, I don't see instructions, but I can tell you what that is. She has actually even provided this so you can actually do this as a block. All right, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful that you would be able to do this as a block, meaning you would actually be able to do it as a quilt if you did a bunch of those. But again, if I'm a newbie, Sandy, I don't know that I can do that. So that's why the instructions are so important. They are really important. You got to tell people, you know, how to use your file. And so, yeah, we're going to go up again and see if there are any other surprises here. Nope. Let's see. I'm going to go here, see if there's anything else. Nope. And then this is the last file. Okay. All right. And so, Sandy, I am in the Sew What Pro program, and this program is going to enable me to pair the stippling design up with another embroidery design. And the embroidery design that I intend to use is coming from digistitches.com. It is one of her In the Hoop products, and the burpee that we're going to use is called the Peanut Baby Burpee. It comes in a variety of sizes, and as you can see, some of them come with applique, some of them is a different shape, while some of them are blank. Okay, now this one is what we are looking for. However, this size is too large, as the finishing size is 15.5 pretty much by 8.5. That's way too big, and I really don't want to start resizing it only because that stippling design is 14 by 8. So we're going to find one of the designs that will pair up with it nicely, and that is going to be the closest one. Even though I'm going to have to shrink it down a little bit, this is going to work out well. And so I'm just going to open it up, and I am going to zoom out so you can see it. Okay, and so this is what the finishing product is going to be. And so unless you did add, let's say, personalization or monogram, this is what it's going to be. It is a blank burpee, which is nothing wrong with this because you can actually use it with terry cloth or you can use it with flannel and it will work, right? But however, we want to enhance this. Why? Because that is what my customers have asked me continuously for over the last 5 years. And the reason being is because I also offer a custom-made quote unquote bib, which is also purchased from digistitches.com with that stippling. However, the burpees does not have the stippling, and sometimes customers want a set. And if this works out the way my mind is telling me this is going to work out, then Just Sew Sandy will have enabled me to fulfill my customers' requests. But first, we need to shrink this down a little bit because this is 14 by 17 and this is under 8. The under 8 inches is fine, but that 14 by 17 will give us a problem when we go to upload it because it needs to fit inside of the hoop. And so to do that, I am just going to click on it. You'll see that those perforated lines appear, and I'm just going to shrink down. And I know you seasoned Sewer Pro users are saying, Kandia, do not do that, because ideally if you are going to resize it, they do have a resize button that you really should use, so it all works out fine. But guess what? I'm doing it. I'm doing what I want to do. And so I am going to just shrink it down just like so. And I think that we should be fine, okay? And so if we're not, then I can take it down just, this one actually is just a little bit still extending. You see that perforated line just still extended. I need it to fit because once I apply the stippling, I really won't be able to see it. And so I don't want no part of this design extending outside of the frame. Otherwise, it will definitely give me a problem. Okay. All right. So it looks like I am cutting it close, but it looks like I am good. Actually, I am not good. This is still extending. Okay. I guess that's probably why I should have resized it. And that's what I get for trying to do everything on my own. See what happens when you think you know everything. Okay, and so I am now going to pair this up with the stippling. And to do that, I am going to go back into the file. I'm going to click on merge. I am going to go into my downloads, and I am going to locate that stippling blank that Just So Sandy generously offered in her group. Okay, now when you open it, as you can see, it is all merged together. And this is what we were actually trying to avoid, but it is no worries. I am just going to go and find it. This is not Just So Sandy's fault. This is just the way it's opened up in this program. And okay, I'm just going to turn it around so we can actually lay it directly on top of this design. Okay, and that's exactly how I want it to be. You see how it covers all of the entire areas? So this whole entire thing will be stippled. The only thing is I am going to just shrink it down some because once again, it cannot extend past the frame. Otherwise, the embroidery machine will not upload it. Okay, and so I think that we are good. I'm just checking the outlines. And so from here on, all I'm going to do now is just save it and upload it to the machine, and I will meet you there. Okay, so we are at my machine, and I have already uploaded the design. And I just want to do this in stages so you can see exactly why I wanted to pair this together. And so what we're going to do is we are going to be adding personalization, but I'm going to do that another time. I'm just going to focus on doing the overall blank design and the stippling so you can see why this was so important to me. And so right now what I am just doing is just rerouting the thread to where I need it to be or where I want it to go so it can match accordingly. Okay, and so we are ready. Okay, so the first part of this design, you are going to see it stitch out the tack down and trace out line. Okay, so remember, this is an in the hoop product. It's not like a regular embroidery design. Okay, and I have loaded the machine with the fabric. There's two ways that you can do this. You can load it like so, meaning that you are hooping the fabric, or you can put down your batting if you're using batting and your embroidery stabilizer and then float the design. So you would just kind of slip it over like so. But I wanted to hoop it, being that we are adding the stippling to it. And so what it's going to do is just stitch out the overall shape of the burpee. And this happens to be a very, very quick product. I don't know what I was going to say. Hold on. I'm going to make sure that you see. peanut shape. And don't look at my dirty hoop. Just look at the design. Actually, that's a shame. I really do need to clean it. Okay, and so this is the overall design. Okay, and so if I did not add personalization, if I did not add monogramming, and if I did not add stippling, then this is what it would be. Okay, and all I would do is come, you know, behind it with the back of the fabric. And let me see, the back of the fabric can be terry cloth, it could be flannel. In this case, it is going to be the matching fabric. And so I would just lay it on top like so. It would stitch out, you know, the same exact design, the same peanut shape, except it would have an opening, and then we would be done. That's it. Okay, so something like this literally is it looks custom made. It is custom made really, because you're using the fabric that the customer wants. And you're done. Okay, and so we are going to be adding personalization, but not right now. Right now we are just going to be adding the stippling, and you're going to see overall, just with the stippling, before I put the personalization or add the personalization, just with the stippling alone, how this is going to enhance this so much more so. And so what I'm going to do is just get it to that space, and here we go. Alright, and so I really love the stippling design, and I'm just so happy that I am able now to offer it with the burpee. And so it's just getting started, and I'm going to get a closer look on it, and I'm also going to elapse the design, because this is going to take about, I don't know, 10 minutes or so to stitch out. So it's going to do that whole entire stippling on this entire burpee. Okay, so we are almost done here. We have a little bit to go, but we are almost done here. And as you can see, the detailing on this burpee is just absolutely amazing. I love this. I absolutely love it. Okay, so here is somewhat of the finished product, and I say somewhat because I still had to add the personalization. However, I just want you to take a look at overall the new pattern for this burp cloth. Okay, can you see that? Can you see the detail in that? Okay, and so it is going to be, it's still in that peanut shape, and this is just absolutely going to enhance this overall product. Even if I was to leave it blank, it looks better than it did without this stippling. I mean, I just absolutely love how the stippling enhanced this product overall. And so now I am going to make a matching bib, because remember, digistitches.com does offer the in the hoop bib with the stippling. And so this is truly going to make this customized ensemble tie in together and match all of the pieces and coordinate it. I just love this idea. And so now I can make a matching bib using the same font, and it will all tie in together. And so that's all I have for this particular embroidery report card. I love the way it came out. I will show you the overall product in regards to comparing it and showing you how I pair it up together with a matching item. And so if you want to know the grade and you want to see the items, I haven't finished the ensemble, but I do have some other pieces. Here it goes. You've guessed it, Just So Sandy earned herself a grade of an A for this stippling design, and once again, it was a free download offered in her group, Just So Sandy, on Facebook. And this is embroidery report card number 13, and this was performed on October 22nd, 2017. Her grade of an A was earned based on the ease of locating designs in the files. As you all saw, she organizes very well. I get so excited when I see things like this, and she definitely got my heart pumping because I was just so excited. Okay, and once again, as an embroidery digitizer, you have to think about how you are presenting your work to your clients. Okay, I am not an embroidery digitizer, but I am a buyer, and so I don't want to sort through files. Okay, Just So Sandy organized her files very well. They were presented very well. Even at the fact that they were combined together in format style, the fact that she separated it according to the size made it very, very, very easy and clean, very clean to locate. And so she got an A for that. Access to uploading the embroidery designs. I tell you what, I wasn't sure if this was an unlimited download or what, but I did go back into the group Just So Sandy on Facebook, and I was able to locate files that she had posted as free downloads that were over 30 days old. And so I gave her an A based on an assumption that this is something that is all the time accessible if you are going back and forth into her group. And then the embroidery process, I did give her a B, and I'll tell you why. The instructions were not provided, and that is super important. You have to provide instructions and tell your buyers what to do. But guess what? I didn't buy this. This was a free download, and so that's why she didn't get a C. Had she charged for this and had I paid my money for this, I would have given her a C. But the fact that she offered this out of the kindness of her heart as a free download, and it was my choice to download this, I did not give her anything less than a B, because at the end of the day, figure it out. It's free, figure it out. And it was easy to figure out in the meantime. Even if a person does not know what to do, the stippling and stuff, you could really figure it out. Even as much as putting some fabric onto embroidery hoop stabilizer, and just kind of letting the machine go and do its thing, you would easily figure out what to do. And so I gave her a B for that. The stitch out results, you all know that I thought it was so awesome. I thought it was so awesome. And so she got an A for that. We don't have to go more into that because we all know that I loved it. Okay, embroidery labor time. This was very quick. This was very quick. This did not take long at all. Not long at all. And so she got an A for that. Now, this one should be my opinion, okay? However, I did show the client the progress, because you all know that I do send my clients 30-second progress videos and snap them photos and send them a progress report, because this is an ensemble. My client thought it was absolutely beautiful. Now, I thought it was beautiful too, but my client thought that it was absolutely beautiful. And so she got an A for that, earning her a final grade of an A, because I absolutely love this design. And if you look below, you will see the grading scale and what all of the letters stand for. And once again, no one gets an F. No one gets an F, because I do give the embroidery digitizers, effort, a grade for effort in regards to creating an embroidery design. That's all I have for you today. If you like this video and you want to give it a thumbs up, please hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to press that bell next to the subscribe button so you can always be updated when I post a video. And you can come and visit me in the group Embroidery Boss on Facebook, or stop by KandiaHaynesworth.com on Facebook just to say hi. Before I let you go, I want to show you what I am in the progress of working on. And so I did complete a bib that I got from digistitches.com with that stippling, paired it up with a blank burpee, paired it up with that stippling from Just So Sandy, and here are the results. And here's a work in progress photo that I sent my customer. Now, I know that the stippling is not coming up very well on the computer screen, but you can see it in the cell phone, and she fell in love with it just as I have. Now, I gotta tell you, now, in the event that Just So Sandy did not provide this download, this free download of the stippling, then this would have been included in the ensemble as a blank burpee with the personalization. And yes, it would have been cute, but it's so much cuter now that it pairs up with that stippled bib. And so this is why this is such a great enhancement and a wonderful addition to my embroidery designs. And once again, you can use this anywhere. You can use it on blankets or other embroidery designs. It is just such a wonderful addition. And so if you are not a member of Just So Sandy, you might want to check her out on Facebook. Once again, they are 6,000 plus strong, so the group is growing. I don't know the criteria that she have to join the group, but it's worth checking out, especially if she gives away downloads that are unlimited and good quality such as these. It's worth checking it out. And so that's all I have for you today. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. Press that bell next to that subscribe button so you can get updated anytime I post a video or a live stream. And you can come visit me in the group Embroidery Boss on Facebook or at Kandia@Haynesworth.com on Facebook. And until then, I will see you next time.